still trying to come up with a color for this room. It has been a very stressful week.
She has literally gotten, what is it, like 15, 16 samples now?
No joke, y'all. For real. Okay. I'm all sampled out. I'm all sampled out. These were the 3 that we were supposed to have narrowed it down to. It didn't work out.
It was a fail. Okay, so we decided, you know what? We're gonna listen to some of y'all suggestions. Maybe you know better than we do. So we looked at these colors and yeah, maybe they are too bold. Look, Citrus Splash just hit the ground. Okay, accidentally dropped it. It wasn't meant to be. Some people said you want to go with a neutral. Yeah. Right?
A lot of people who actually recorded videos were saying, go neutral, don't go too bold. You know, yellow was going to be too bright. And, you know, basically you guys scared us, okay?
Yeah, look. Look, so the colors are good, right? They're good looking colors.
Yeah.
On the swatches.
Yeah.
But potentially not on the wall. So we said, you know what? Maybe we're going to spice it up. So NaturalMe4C went and she met this lady Carol, okay, at Home Depot. And she goes and visits Carol, like, what is it, like 2-3 times this week. You got like 15 samples. Oh my God. Okay, and she's painting them all on the wall. Look at the wall.
Okay. He was going off. Y'all, look at the wall. It's pretty bad, right? So after listening to a lot of suggestions to go neutral, we decided to pick up a couple neutral colors right here, right? And they look really nice on the swatch, on the paper swatch.
That's right.
But on the wall, it looks like this. You can't see anything.
You can't see it.
Can't see anything.
It's too light. It's too light. And I suggested maybe we should go with the gray.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do something else. We ended up with this, some kind of like, what is it called? Malted milk? We ended up with malted milk. So we went from Orchid Rose, right, which sounds like great. It's very floral. To
malted milk.
No, that's not even malted milk. There's another one we tried. Chocolate froth. Okay? Chocolate froth. You know what? You know what? The colors themselves let you know this probably ain't gonna work out.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm not a big malted milk fan.
No.
You like malted milk? You don't even like
milk.
Yeah. If she's anti-milk, she's definitely anti-malted milk.
Okay.
So chocolate froth. You know what? Another thing we don't like.
Why are you throwing everything?
Because I don't like froth. Okay? I don't like froth either.
You picked this color.
I said, look, I did pick the color, but I like the color on the paper. But again, it looks good on the paper. But I don't like froth in general. All right, so in between the edits, NaturalMe4C, you know what? Stop talking too fast. NaturalMe4C told me I was talking too fast during the break.
He was going off on his little tangent, and I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
Oh, all right, well, maybe we could slow it down a little bit. Bottom line is,
we failed. That was the bottom line.
Malted milk ain't gonna work. Chocolate froth
didn't work either.
It's not gonna work.
And they're so boring. Like, they're nice, but they're really, really boring. And we want a little bit of energy in here.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
All right, so after playing with the neutral colors right here, we decided to, since we bought a sample of Orchid Rose, we decided to put it on the wall. And believe it or not, that's Orchid Rose right there on the wall.
That's it. So NaturalMe4C is being real nice. What we said was, you know what? People voted for Orchid Rose. You know what? We are people of the people.
That is not, I did not say it like that.
We're going to give the people what they want. They want Orchid Rose. Bam. It went up on the wall. We looked at it. And we was like, we're just going to apologize. All right? 'Cause we're sorry, but we can't go with Orchid Rose. Not going to work. All right?
Okay.
We love y'all. We appreciate the support. But we can't. We can't. Look at that Orchid Rose.
I actually like it on the wall, but I think it's going to just clash with everything.
I mean, honestly, the people at Bear probably need to get it fixed because it don't look like that on the card.
I'm like, Bear? What's Bear?
It don't look like that. Bear paint. Your Home Depot. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? That ain't right. That Orchid Rose ain't right.
Insane.
Right, so focus adjusted. All right,
we're trying, yeah. So we noticed that we had some issues with the focus. Hopefully we're in focus now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Yeah.
So after deciding that Orchid Rose, hideous, we decided that
we did not decide it was hideous.
Okay.
That is mean.
After we decided Orchid Rose wasn't going to work on the wall, it didn't even spread right. I mean,
no, oh my gosh.
It was like stubborn butter.
It was like a
stubborn
nightmare.
Butter.
It went on, the first coat was all streaky, the second coat was streaky. Fail.
Bad deal. Alright. So we decided we'd look around for some inspiration. So we're sitting there, we're laying in the bed, and we're just thinking, envisioning, what can we go with? And, you know, she looks deep into my green eyes, right? And she says, you know what? Not that color. Maybe we should go with... No, I'm joking.
He is out of control.
So she has this little box, right?
Yeah, I have a jewelry box that I bought a long time ago. I posted it on the blog. Where is it?
Oh, it's over here.
Lingerie.
I was going to say, this is one of my favorite boxes because it always makes me think about certain things from NaturalMe4C. But it's got, like it says, intimates and lingerie. But I digress, okay?
What?
It's got, look.
It says more than that.
This is an attractive looking box.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So I was like, that's really cool. I like that box. I said, babe, you know what? I said gray in the past. Why don't we go with this gray right here?
Yeah.
So I like that gray.
We got some help from a worker at Home Depot, and they helped us find a color that was feminine, but also kind of drew inspiration from the box. And this is what.
Wait. Were we going for feminine?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, a little bit.
Okay, I guess we were, because we did land on orchid rose.
You want a pink.
I wanted orchid rose to start, but I think it's important to mention that, hey, I like gray, and I plan on being up in here, NaturalMe4C Studios.
Yeah, so
I'll take the sidekick chair. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sitting a little lower.
I told him not to sit there.
I got the sidekick chair, but I'm okay with that. It's her studio. She can do what she wants to do.
He is a mess. Okay, so these are the colors that.
Are you blocking my face on purpose?
I am not. Oh my gosh.
I'm feeling like my face. I'm feeling like you're trying to block me out.
Look at the viewfinder. You're not blocked.
I can't. You always tell me to look at the lens. I'm trying to look at the lens. I can't look at the viewfinder.
All right. These are the colors that we are going off of now, and we think the winner is this lighter one.
Boom. And what's it called? I don't know exactly what mauve is. Okay, but this is the vintage mauve.
Vintage mauve.
All right, still by Bear, right, Bear? Look, we still got love for you. Just not necessarily orchid rose. Okay, we like the vintage mauve.
Yeah, we're just gonna commit to this color, and we're gonna put it on the wall because we can't buy any more paint samples.
Nice. Yeah. All right, no high five. Okay.
I'm not gonna leave him hanging this time.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's kind of hot that you like. Yeah.
I'm just tired of buying paint samples. Seriously.
I mean, it's very decisive. Very decisive.
We have to do this, okay? And if we don't like it, we can always just repaint it.
All right, she closed her eyes for that part. Did you see that? Did you see that? She went from like sexy and decisive, like, yeah, I know what I want and I'm gonna take it, to like, maybe we just paint it again. And like, looked in the other direction.
We'll see. So, this is what it actually looks like on the wall. This one right here, okay? The color above it is this darker one here. This is called Echo.
Echo.
So we liked both of these, and we got samples of both of these, but we're gonna go with the lighter one because it's kind of playing off of like a neutral. It's not too dark. We don't think it's gonna clash too much with clothes.
And you wear a lot of bright stuff like this, so it's really gonna like bring you to the forefront. You know.
We don't know what we're
talking
talking about.
You're gonna shine like. Oh, check this out. So you guys are not gonna believe this, right? our computer.
He's catching me off guard all day.
Look, our computer broke. Like we had this HP,
yeah.
Right, this HP that was running, and it was like a workhorse, right? Like we had to do everything, and it was running, and it was so loud you could hear the hamster on the wheel running as he's trying to like make sure he gets everything done. Yeah. And it died on us.
It literally blacked out yesterday. Just completely just wouldn't turn on.
It blacked out. NaturalMe4C. All I hear is no, I can't. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, I just can't. I'm like, what? And she just points at the computer like.
Point at it. The screen's black.
Yeah, something's wrong. Yeah. But I go over there and I'm trying like, you know what? I can fix this. Figure this out.
Turn it back on.
Didn't work. Didn't work.
Nothing.
Didn't work.
And of course, this will be the time when we didn't back up stuff that we should have backed up.
Shame on us.
I can't. Okay.
Yeah. That was the I can't.
I know.
You just heard the real I can't.
I can't.
Yeah. So I'm freaking out. Right, I can't figure out the computer. There's obviously stuff that she wants to keep on there, and I don't know what personal stuff. Like we got pictures, we got other stuff we're trying to keep. So I hit up my man Seth, right? And shout out to my man Seth.
Yes, thank you.
Seth comes through. I let him know. I say, hey, he works at a microcomputer kind of thing where he goes and like works on people's computers. I don't know, it's all over my head. All right, but I hit my man Seth up, and Seth's like, you know what? No problem. I'll come over there tonight. Comes over. You know, we eat pizza. It was good. And then he hooks it up and he runs the hard drive. And
all these cords come out of nowhere. Yeah.
He's got computers going and he's taking screws out and like sparks are flying and it's great. So we ended up getting everything backed up to our hard drive.
So the computer's still dead, but at least we have our stuff backed up.
Yeah. Luckily for us, we had ordered a computer. So our computer we just got a text message. Computer came the same day.
The same day, y'all. And we now have the new computer right there. Thank you, Jesus.
We got our new Mac. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm not excited for how much we had to pay for that joint, but I'm excited that it's here.
No, we're gonna be paying on that for a long time. All right, so that's pretty much what's been going on this past week. We finally got a new computer. We decided on the paint color.
Yep. And guess what else? Guess what else? Because she had such a hard time deciding which color she wanted to go with, all of a sudden, now we got additional projects.
But it's a necessary one. We need to come.
You're so serious. but it's a necessary.
It is a necessary one.
Okay.
We have to come up with a color for the bathroom. Now the camera is making the bathroom look really, really white. It's like a halo.
And you don't like that?
I don't think y'all gonna like it either.
So after how long have we been here? Mike's almost 5.
Yeah, almost 5.
All right, so after 5 years living in the house, all of a sudden, now the bathroom needs painting.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you the deal of a lifetime, okay? I will paint the bathroom. If I can get you to start wearing some of the things that's on this box. We got some, what's to say? We got some intimates, some lingerie, right? Like,
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, if I can get you to wear some of those things on the box, I'll paint the whole bathroom. Deal?